What is up, everybody? It is Sunday. It is November 2nd. We are actually in November.
Damn,
It is.
time.
It is 8:01 Pacific Standard Time. Do you know where your cryptids are?
I'm not doing it. Hell with the inspector.
Right there. Right there. There's my man behind me and the sheep squatch behind James. Top of the hour, because apparently I got to do top of the hour nowadays.
That's
We were
just
just
stupidity.
Yeah, we were just saying off air that I got to quit doing things because then it catches on like what do you know where your cryptids are? And now James has got to say his outro line, and now I got to say top of the hour. If you have not had the chance, our movie, The Spirit of Halloween Town, is now out on Amazon, Apple Plus, YouTube, and I think one other network. It is a rental, so please go out and rent it. Because if they make enough money, they were talking about doing a return to the Spirit of Halloween Town, where hopefully we could get into the Klondike and do our overnighter that we wanted to do. And I think we'd have more luck with the film crew. Julie says bacon.
No bacon at the Klondike. Come on, Julie.
Also, we have finished up our Old Town Ghost Walks. Those of you that were unavailable to come out or too far away, our video for the Old Town Ghost Walks 2025 drops this Saturday, November 8th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It'll be up on YouTube.
Yay! See how enthusiastic I am on that.
You are on that a lot.
Yes,
we're making up for things.
Uh-huh.
Also, our 100th episode, we are going to put out, we talked about doing a live viewing party for the movie. I think we're going to do one better. We're going to do a live viewing of all of our evidence that we had shot at the Klondike. So we're going to do our Klondike video with all the stuff. So somehow I got to make that the 12 hours of footage and audio, and I got to put it down into an hour.
You should do a collab of the Klondike for every investigation. Throw it all into one.
That would be like a 4-hour thing, man.
Oh, so what? People got time. They're all interested in this.
It's our 100th episode anyway.
And you know, speaking on the Klondike, this year on the Old Town Ghost Walk, that Klondike was active. Extremely active this year compared to years past.
Most definitely. I mean, we both saw shadow figures up on the third floor walking around. Pulsating lights where there wasn't supposed to be pulsating lights. And the good thing was even our guests that were there those nights had witnessed the same things. Yeah. So it wasn't just us saying it.
Yeah. And even one or two things on the second floor.
Yeah. So it was the tours were not a sold out success every single night. We did put in some goose eggs. There was a couple nights where we smoked cigars and went home a little early, but that's okay. Yeah. It was a different year.
It was definitely different. Our start out location was different and all sorts of ways different.
But I do know that the Big River Tap Room wants to have us back next year for this thing. So plans are already in place for us to start and stop indoors with food and alcohol and drinks.
Uh-huh.
So we do have a new game plan.
Started, and we weren't even going to discuss this stuff for a while. How's that happen?
We were just going to let it drop, but the owner of the Big River Tap Room said, hey, we want to host you guys again next year. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, if you want to host this, I guess we're up for that.
We're not going to say no. Of course not. Start off in a haunted location? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I know this year we had talked about doing like a miniature investigation with the public beforehand, but with the other guests, other customers, music playing. It was just really hard to kind of try to pull that off.
Yeah.
So
That would be something you'd have to do at the end when they're completely closed and allow us in there for a little longer than,
yeah.
So yeah, that would be good. But other than that,
That's about all of our good news. And now we're going to pass this off to Tammy. By the way, Mr. King and I are a little tired. It's been a couple busy months.
Yeah, and it's only going to get busier for me.
Yeah, because you got Christmas time coming up.
Yeah. Anyway, we got
We've got our final. Technically, since it is November, we're not really in October Halloween month anymore. So this is going to be the final of the Exorcist. And how do we describe the month? I don't know. It was Exorcism. It was a Poltergeist month. So this is the finale to that one. Little late, but it's how it worked out. So we're talking today about the case of Arne, Cheyenne Johnson, the case of The Devil Made Me Do It. Tammy, take it away.
Okay. Tonight we visit an interesting story of demons, suspense, and a question. Did the devil really make him do it? Our story is that of Arne Cheyenne Johnson, the real-life story that's the basis for The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, which I believe is The Conjuring 3.
Yep.
Okay. But our story does not start with Johnson. However, it starts with an 11-year-old David Glatzel in the 1980s. His older sister is Arnie's girlfriend. According to the family, he was possessed by a demon. His family was terrified of the situation. According to the family, the paranormal activity started after they acquired a rental property and began clearing it up. David said that an old man suddenly appeared and pushed him down. This terrified him. Of course, the family thought the kid made it all up to avoid having to clean and do his chores. David told the family that the old man vowed to harm the Glatzel family if they moved into the house. Didn't really faze the family. They moved in anyway. So David would begin to have more visions of the old man. He would appear as a demonic beast who muttered Latin. He also threatened to steal David's soul. David woke up sobbing and said he had been visited by an awful beast, a man with big black eyes, a thin face with animal features and jagged teeth, pointed ears, horns, and hoofs. The family would hear strange noises coming from the attic, but didn't put much into it. David was the only one that saw the old man. He would begin to experience night terrors, exhibit strange behavior, and would have unexplained bruises and scratches. It was then that they called upon a Catholic priest to come and bless the house. They would go on to decide that the house was evil. They wanted to move out of it. David would begin to get worse, with his visions more frequent and happening in the daytime as well. It was 12 days after the initial incident, that the family decided to call Ghostbusters. Ed and Lorraine Warren. Well, here we go again. Another episode of the Ed and Lorraine Show.
Oh, come on. I'm getting a little tired of hearing their names.
They are in everything.
Everything. It's like, granted, they're the big, paranormal investigators at the time, but come on, there's got to be somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know. I can tell I'm tired too. I'm getting all tongue-tied. When Lorraine was with David, she witnessed a black mist appear next to him. This was an indication of a malevolent presence. David's sister Debbie and his mother would tell the Warrens about the invisible entity that would beat and choke David, leaving red marks on his neck afterwards. He would go on to growl, hiss, speak in otherworldly voices, and recite passages from the Bible. It came to the point that every night someone in the family would stay awake with David while he would endure spasms and convulsions. He was given a prognosis from the Warrens of being possessed by multiple spirits. I believe they went on to say there was 43 spirits and he could name them all.
Wow.
We seem to be having some internet problems. I don't know if it's on my end or what.
Hey, you've cut out a couple times.
Yeah, you kind of disappeared there for a minute.
Yeah, it logged me out.
Yeah, we didn't want you on anyway.
Yeah, that's all right.
Go take your nap. Oh, wait, you got to stay up all night.
Okay. So David was subjected to 3 lesser exorcisms. Lorraine would go on to claim that the boy levitated, ceased breathing for a time, and demonstrated the supernatural ability of precognition. The Warrens contacted the local police to warn them that the situation was becoming dangerous. The police chief actually witnessed the boy levitating and objects being thrown around the room. The Warrens said there are 43 demons inside of David, and he could name them all in Latin.
Now, why would the Warrens contact the local police? They've not done that in any other case that they've done. Why this one?
Yeah, I don't know. It said that they had called and said, hey, it's going to get dangerous over here. So I don't know what was going on. See if there's any other.
If you got any other notes over there.
Yeah, I don't know. I have so many notes, but yeah, I don't see anything.
To me, it doesn't make sense.
Off the top of my head.
I mean, like, what are the local cops gonna do? Oh, just thanks for the warning?
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, if anything happens, we'll know that the devil did it. Yeah, I don't know. I found that kind of interesting, too. But I guess it's because it was maybe they were out of their element, out of what they could handle themselves.
Yeah. You got any idea there, Doc?
I got no idea, man. I know some of the details and why. If you're the ones doing the exorcism and you're the famous exorcist, what's going on? And that always made me wonder why they were calling the cops for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. But they had 5 priests were assigned to the ongoing exorcism that David was undergoing. There was one exorcism that was so intense that the Glatzel boy had tremendous strength and went after one of the priests. In an interview with Time magazine, Glatzel said that in 1980, when he was 11, he was possessed by the devil, which he first encountered in Arne and Debbie's new house. It looked like the devil from a Halloween costume, he says in the documentary. His eyes were black, solid black, just like a chunk of coal, and it scared me. This experience would eventually lead to what David, Arne, Alan, and Carl, which is David's 2 brothers, characterized as a full-scale demonic possession. The brothers' mother, Judy, eventually called Ed and Lorraine. So they were able to secure an exorcism from the Catholic Church. And then when it appeared that David was struggling during the exorcism, Arne intervened. He said, I yelled at this thing at the top of my lungs, he said in the documentary. I said, leave this little kid alone. "Take me on. I'm here. Take me on." And he felt this coldness overcoming, ice cold. And Lorraine said, "Oh my God, what did you do?" The Warrens and the Glassgold family believed that the entity that was supposedly possessing David migrated into Arne.
Yeah, that's never a good thing to do. Provoking.
Yeah. So now we're at Arne's story. So after the exorcisms, the family moved out of the house that they believed was cursed, and they rented a different home from Debbie Glassgold's employer, Alan Bono. And Debbie and Arne would rent an apartment close to the location that she worked at as a dog groomer. David began to recover from the demonic possession. However, Johnson began to exhibit his own behaviors consistent with possession. He would fall into strange trances and would growl and hallucinate. Arne would have no memory of it later. So it's safe to say, if you're at an exorcism, do not coerce the demon to enter your body. Nothing good can come about it, as Arne soon found out. Because on February 16th, 1981, Arne would call in sick to his job at the Wright Tree Service. He would end up at the kennel where his girlfriend Debbie worked. His sister Wanda, Debbie's cousin Mary, who was just 9 years old, was also there. Alan Bono was the kennel owner as well as the landlord for Debbie and Arne. He took the group out to lunch at a local bar and drank heavily while they were there. Debbie would take the younger girls out for pizza after they got back because she wanted to keep them away from the beer guzzler Bono. Then they all hurried back to the kennel. And when they got back, Bono was intoxicated, agitated, and he grabbed young Mary and refused to let her go. Wanda would go on to say that Debbie attempted to mitigate the situation, and Mary got away and she ran for the car. Debbie was standing between the two men. Wanda tried to pull Johnson away from Bono, and Arne began growling like an animal and began stabbing Bono with a 5-inch pocket knife over and over. Bono suffered 4 or 5 tremendous wounds, mostly to the stomach, but one of them went from the stomach to the base of the heart. Johnson would tell the cops that he didn't mean to hurt anybody. He didn't remember anything that happened. Bono was rushed to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. Johnson was arrested 2 miles away, and he told the police, "The devil made me do it." And what time? We're hardly into this, and the story's almost done.
Well, we can always discuss that little tiny bit right there then.
Yeah, well, yeah, we got a lot of information. Okay, so Arne would be represented by a lawyer named Martin Manella. He knew it was going to be a battle to try the Johnson case. He wanted to bring in Ed and Lorraine to testify, as well as the priests that were there. The church would refuse to acknowledge that the 4 priests were any part of the exorcism. The diocese would only say that they supported the family through a difficult time. The Warrens were thought to be some sort of sideshow act. The clinical psychologist that met with David said that he was not demonically possessed, but he suffered from a long-term learning disability. So basically, there was nobody able to support Johnson's side of the story.
This is like the second or third story that we've done that Ed and Lorraine is a sideshow act. Now it's starting to make me truly believe maybe they were.
Debbie would go on to say that the killing was the devil's work because of Arne becoming possessed while helping her younger brother. She would produce photos of the exorcism and tape recordings to help Johnson's case. The judge for Johnson's case would go on to say, "I cannot accept evidence of demonic possession as a relevant argument. Judge Robert Callahan would not allow any of the evidence because there is no such thing as a Satan defense. The evidence available was damning, he switched his plea to self-defense and was charged with first-degree manslaughter rather than murder. He was sentenced to 10 to 20 years in prison. He got out in 5 years for good behavior. While he was in prison, he and Debbie got married. They would still argue his innocence. Some people believe that he got off lightly. This was all happening at a time where cults were starting to form and people were really scared all around the country. But the question still remains, did the devil make him do it? So that's kind of what I got. But on the day the first day in court, the lights in the courtroom started flickering and maintenance couldn't find anything wrong. And then on selection day, something happened to one of the jurors. And according to the police chief, they said it was not an unusual crime. Someone got angry, an argument resulted, and we couldn't have a simple, uncomplicated murder. Oh no, instead, everyone in the whole world converges on Brookfield, Connecticut. And there was a whole bunch of movies and stories and stuff written about the case. Let me try to find my list. So what do you guys think?
Yeah. I don't know. A little slow here. You're trying to wake me up now? Oh, hell.
So there was a Discovery Channel show called A Haunting, and this episode was featured in where demons dwell, and there was also, it was The Conjuring 3, and there was also a documentary in 2023 called The Devil on Trial, and there was also a book written about it called The Devil in Connecticut by Gerard Brittle. So there was a lot of stuff was done about this. Oh, this one was supposedly the Warrens told David that they were going to make a lot of money on the deal if they sold the story and stuff. Mm-hmm. But they said that they didn't ever get any money from it.
Right, sure. That just confirms a whole lot right there.
Yeah.
They are a sideshow act.
And said that there was a made-for-TV film based on a case called The Demon Murder Case, and it was starring Kevin Bacon. Ooh. And then Netflix did a documentary, The Devil on Trial. And yeah, there was a TV series called Shock Docs that did an episode called The Devil Made Me Do It based on this case. So it got a lot of publicity. But yeah, it was interesting read. There was the same information practically on every site I looked at. And there was a lot of remarks about Ed and Lorraine.
Well, it seems to me like no one can get their story straight on how many priests, because I think I've heard you say 4 or 5 priests. I'm seeing something here in the aftermath that Lorraine Warren defended her work with the family, claiming that the 6th priest.
Yeah.
So how many priests were there?
42.
Only 2? Yeah.
Well, they gave us like there was 42 or 43 demons. The priests were all over the place. But apparently, while he was in, because Johnson was like 23 when this happened. So while he was in prison, he got married. He received his high school degree. He earned some other educational certificates, took a number of college courses. The chief of parole for the state said that he was an exemplary inmate. His mental condition was carefully examined. They found no negative factors. They said that he was released under a program where he remained under state supervision for 10 years. And he was a tree surgeon before his arrest, and he had been offered a new job. They would not say from whom or where, and they would not say where he lived. And then, everything became kind of hush-hush after that. But the Warrens did go on to say that the Johnsons were very happy. And that he had no signs of being possessed because possessions don't last 24 hours a day, Ed Warren said. It comes quickly and leaves quickly. Arne understands what happened to him. He knows if something happens, he knows how to ward it off, and he won't be stupid enough to take on the devil again. But yeah, so we've learned that too. Confrontation is a bad thing. Okay. But yeah, there wasn't, there was, it also sounded like the movie had a lot of extra things in it that didn't really happen.
Well, of course.
I haven't seen any of them. I might actually watch them someday. But he claims he never stabbed him, but he had to claim self-defense. I don't know. Do you guys have anything?
I think we're just too damn exhausted.
Yeah.
My 7 days a week is getting kind of tiring sometimes.
I would understand that.
But I look forward to Sunday nights. It's my favorite thing. So here in a few weeks, we're going to have an entire night of just Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Oh, God.
You can thank the doc. He wrote the list.
No, I knew it was coming. I mean, you can't, this business, they're like right up there. So whether we want to or not, we're going to talk about them.
Yeah.
Well, it should be an interesting one because there's so much information out there on those people.
Yeah. Just find a paranormal book or movie. Their names are all over it.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form.
And to think, I never really knew about him until I met you guys.
Oh, well, now we're sorry.
We drag you down into the pits.
I love it. This has been so much fun. I'm just kind of tongue-tied tonight.
That's okay. It's might be a shorter show tonight.
Yeah, I think it might be. You're getting some internet issues going on, and we're kind of beat to hell.
Yeah.
Tammy over here is tongue-tied.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's been a long weekend. It's been a long month.
Julie says we corrupted you, Tammy.
Yeah.
No, we're not that bad. Oh, well.
No, I enjoy it. I have so much fun hanging out with you guys, even if it's on here. And I'm learning so much doing all this research.
Well, I'm glad someone can do that because I just forget all about it 30 seconds after I look into it. So
I'll have to try to find the list of all the stuff that I've got to work on for the next month.
Well, I know November is paranormal investigators. Ed and Lorraine's at the end of November, I believe. Should be at the end of November.
Cool.
yeah, why couldn't we got him first and get him out of the way?
We could. We can move them first.
No. Let's leave it the way it is. You got it. We'll run with it. Because no matter what, we're stuck with them.
We're stuck doing them here and there.
Really.
Well, in the morning, I'll get started on next week's.
Yeah, but hopefully that will be a little bit more lively.
I don't know. Next Sunday, man, we got that Saturday night concert.
Yeah, we got the Saturday night concert. And
All right, give us 2 weeks. We might be alive then.
yeah, give it 2 weeks, we'll be back alive. We've just got some cool stuff coming up. I guess we'll just get ready to wrap it up a little early tonight. Not a big deal. It is what it is.
I mean, some of these are short, some of them are longer. I mean, you can only find so much on any one particular topic. So,
Julie asked what concert we are going to. We're going to Dead on a Sunday here in Portland, Oregon on the 8th. He is kind of a gothcore musician, so I am taking the king to a goth bar to listen to some goth bands.
You know, we were talking about the Wise might be drunk. I might have to get drunk for this one.
Yeah, we've got it's 3 bands in total. We have Grizz opening. He's more of like a DJ. Then we have the band Night playing next. And then it wraps up with Dead on a Sunday. So if you look them up on Spotify, they're pretty cool bands. They put a lot of energy into it. So
by the time the concert's over and by the time we get home, I definitely will be dead on a Sunday.
And I'm going to a concert, so a shout out to the listeners from Eugene, Seeking Saturn at happy hours on Saturday night.
Oh, you need to make a run to Eugene. Well, you know, the wife is a little late getting on the road to Eugene. We haven't been there for what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Gonna have to ask her when we're making our trip down to Eugene for dinner. Oh well, this is really off the rails now.
Oh yeah, we're just filling at this point. So we'll just do the wrap up on Tammy, Arne, Possessed, having a day. What do you think?
And I think that he shouldn't have gotten into a fight with the devil during an exorcism. Because if that little boy truly was possessed, there's a good chance Arne was too. Or it could have been a great excuse just to off the guy that was drunk. I don't know.
Looks like Doc froze up again. Yeah, I think he's going techno on us here. Oh, poor Doc. His internet. You there? Okay. Now watch. See, every time I start to talk, yep. I give up. It's not no possession. I think there could be some sort of. Oh yeah, see, he's gone now. He doesn't want to be with us anymore.
Okay, well, James, just go ahead and wrap it up, man.
All right.
Just wrap it. Give the outro.
All right. Keep your cryptids close and tight. Hug them all night long. Until next weeky. See ya.
Later, everybody.
Bye, guys.